Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 104 with me, Sid, and I've just been doing a little bit of housekeeping around the place, and in this case it was getting more of these concentrated essence berries, which are basically so OP it's not even funny. So last episode, we just top off that, we played around, we went to the nether basically, and we got some netherrack which allowed us to build this. This has now been running for a while. It hasn't burnt the place down, so that's always a good sign. That's full, that's also full, this is filling, and oh hello, that's interesting. So that can catch fire. Doubly interesting. So here's a question. What happens if I were to put a stair above it in the correct orientation? I've sat there and I've watched that for an age. Just daring it to set fire to things. And it's not done it in ages, you know, it's not done anything even remotely wrong. Damn you. Go and get another one. And the moment I come back and go, look, it's not burning. Poof. Yeah. Me and that block are going to have words. Where's, there we go. Bit of smooth shale. And that will go. Anyway, so that was kind of that was one of the suggestions from one of the comments. I need to update my comments section. But first things first, let's do that in there. And that shouldn't be able to catch fire because it's now got a block above it. It actually looks quite visually interesting as well. I'm going to guess this holds about 4 buckets maybe, with a half bucket. So the moment to take this away should just go and be good. But that works, and yeah, maybe not quite the way I anticipated, but it does work. There's nothing in here that we desperately need for anything right now. Except, well, stupid question. Let me just take 12 of those. We've got plenty. So stupid question is, you've currently got a durability of 5,850. And that will take you to 6,000. Is it worth it? I mean, looting really doesn't make that much difference. It would make a difference in the nether with quartz, but for the majority of the ores, it's not going to make a difference. So the durability is probably going to be more useful. Now, I can never remember which way round to do this. Let's go and see if I've got any more emeralds. In fact, I know I've got emeralds because I've got emeralds in here. Chipped emeralds. Chipped emeralds will become uses for those. Okay. Just do a few of them. There we go, and put the chipped ones away. So I can never remember. The emeralds give you one gives you a numeric increase, and the other one gives you a percentage increase. So we've got a thing. It's got 2,200. If I give it that, it goes to 2,700. So an increase of 500. That one takes it up to 3,300. Oh God. Have I got the Tinker's Book anywhere in here? If I were a Tinker's Book, where would I be? I've got absolutely no idea. Let me just go and hunt that down. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so it's apparent I can't find the book anywhere, but it doesn't matter because I can make them like that. Bang. There's 5 of them. Now we can make that one into materials and new volume 2. That one can become mighty smelting. That one can become tinker's weaponry, and just craft that one through to there to get diary of a tinkerer by a nameless tinkerer. Okay, what does that do? I think it's just fluff text, isn't it? I don't think there's anything. Yeah, okay. Fluff text there. Tinker's weaponry tells us about the weapons, which is fine. In fact, actually, what are you like? You've got 2 modifiers remaining as well. Mighty smelting takes us up through the smeltery. Okay, we've got that one down. Modifiers, there we go. So materials. This is the old school book as well. There's no flicking through this. There's no speedy recovery. So you've got slime crystal, we've got paper, cobalt, all of the stuff, and right, 500 extra, 50% more. So it is more effective. It is more effective to. I'm going to stick all of those in there, seeing as I'm not going to be carrying it around. To do the diamond, then the thing. That one's full, so we can't do any modifiers on that. They can't do any modifiers on that, but yeah, that's okay. We'll live. Okay, let's eat, sleep, and we'll go and try these out. Back in a second. Alright, got that. Let's start off with the upgrades then. So that's fine, we've done that one. Let's get this one. So we need to add 500 and then add emerald, which takes us up to a lot. Big number, a lot. There's some modifier. Now we can improve the speed of that, but do we want to just go with the durability? I don't think we do. I think for that one, there's no point to increasing the durability. I'm going to leave these over here for now because they're going to be useful. And I need to check the BB cows. They are still. Oh damn you! Just stop it. They are still familiarizable. So this generation will not get to 100%, but the next generation, oh, well, probably won't get to 100%, but the next generation should. Yeah, let's have a go in here. You sub how? Oh, hang on. Okay. So we've done the excavator. Have we done the excavator? We did do the excavator. We've done the golem work. We've done the ex nihilo crucibles, and we have expanded our animal pens. So the only thing we haven't done out of all of that is a tinker's scythe. And it's so long since I wrote that book, I honestly cannot remember who put that comment in there, but the idea is simply this: the scythe is an area attack weapon, an area of attack weapon. So for the experience farm and bone farm over there, put the scythe on it, add looting, bang, bish bash bosh, jobs are good. Now unfortunately the majority of the stuff, so if we look at like zombie flesh for example, in fact, rotten flesh, not zombie flesh, is it? Rotten flesh. We can make it edible using. Does that actually work? Do I really want to try it? We can make stuff. and there really is no benefit to getting it. Now here's the thing, bones. About the only thing. So we've got bone, bone. Have we got a TFC bone before I go looking for it? Apart from Tinker's stuff, the bone itself can be made into a Dixie pot, which allows us to make glue. We can sift it, and what we can use it for is calcium blend, more calcium blend, a bone crook, a shovel with a bone handle or the similar stuff, bone brick, which is possibly about the most useful thing there because it's actually relatively cheap, calcium blend, nutrient distillation if we went down that route. I honestly couldn't even tell you what that does anymore. And we can use it on an anvil to make discs. We can make white dye with it, lime paint. We can use it to colour ME cables. So we really, I mean, what I'm basically trying to get across here is the actual usage for this is minimal. White clay block, maybe. It really does not have a huge use pattern. So putting looting on a scythe will be largely pointless because they're not dropping anything. I suppose zombies drop iron, which might be worthwhile, but for the most part they're not. So let's have a look. We need some cobblestone. And cobble. Let's go with a bit of share. In fact, we'll just take half a stack. We won't need that much. And let us go with. We need to make. Well, let's have a look. A scythe requires a large tool binding, two tool rods, and a blade. So we just need to make. Let me just check. I haven't got that anywhere. No, I haven't. I didn't think I had, but you know, better safe than sorry. So we need to make a scythe blade, which is 8 of whatever we use for it, and we're going to need to smelt some. I really do need to empty that out at some point, you know. I suppose we have any. Do we have a clock option in this? Gates and the clock. Timer. No. Okay. Yeah, not a lot. Right. Molten brass. Cast it. See, I much prefer the newer version where you lose that. I mean, nobody wanted that. That was never. Bye bye. So 8 materials of something. What do we want to make it out of? I'm very tempted, I must admit, if I can find it. If I can find it. See, if we go and have a look at just, I want to have a check on silver. Casting, here we go. Oh, come on. You're telling me I've got no silver parts? Yeah, you're telling me I've got no silver parts. Where's that mithril that I got? Oh, there we go. Mithril. Uses for mithril are molten mana infused metal, That's going to be 4. That should be 8. You know what? Let's just do the lot, shall we? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cast this up. I'm going to make a mithril scythe blade, because why not? You know, if Bilbo Baggins can have a mithril chainmail vest, then I can have a mithril scythe blade. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, a couple of things I would like to try. I think I've got enough obsidian. I should have... I haven't really got much paper at all, have I? Ooh, that is not good. So where the hell did I put all the cellulose? Somewhere. Not there. Well, let's just give it a try. So what I'm thinking is we could try a tough tool rod in obsidian, and we don't even need to melt that. So we'll have one of those. We could try another tough tool. These are two tough tool rods, and we can do a tool. Now we need a tough binding, which requires 3, and I only have 2, so we need more paper. Damn it. I don't suppose we can actually... No, you can't reclaim stuff. This is old school. We're going to have to make paper. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to try and remember how we made paper. Waste. Okay, how did we make paper again? It's been a while. Cellulose reads in base potash liquor. Base potash liquor uses fire potash and fresh water. So we hammer that and get the waste. So that's there. We come over here. Oops. Oh, help. Help, I'm drowning. No, not really. But I could have been. Hi, skeleton. Too late. Let's use Bo's better show. Not like that, we won't. Yeah, he's not... You're a lousy shot as well. Okay, let's... we got that. So then we needed... Unseal, so we needed... don't know where I put it. What was it? Oh man, I'm forgetting everything now. Base potash needed fire potash. I have no idea if I have any. If I were fire potash, where would I be? Right, so you go in there. One of those with 500. I think I need more, don't I then? Hang on, let's try that again. Need those, hammer and logs. Okay, logs, hammer, sticks. I don't really need that many, but if I stick most of those in there, we'll go and burn those up. And always the same, isn't it? Right, so I need to cook these, make the paper, make the cellulose, dry the potash. So in the meantime, I'll get this going and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we've got the base potash liquor running. That's going to take a hot minute or two. Okay, it's not going to take a hot minute or two. It's going to be almost instantaneous. Make a liar out of me, would you? Okay, so I need to clear some inventory space. We need to jump into cane and go and have a look at the uses for that. One of those makes one of those with 156 millibuckets. Okay, I need to do maths. Let me just try that. 10,000 divided by 156 equals 64 and a bit. So basically, stick a stack in. That's the answer. Stick a stack in. Okay, that's going to take a hot minute. Now, while we're waiting on that, I did make reference to doing a little bit of landscaping out here. So what I want to do is I want to make this certainly as far as here a path, and what we shall do is we'll put carpenter's blocks in along the way. We're going to light the place. We're going to be nicely lit all the way over, and at some point we will get some orchard space going, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some other bits and pieces. I don't want to do a huge amount on the land, but when I am on the land, I do like to feel somewhat safe. So that gives us that. Now there is a recipe which I've just seen, which if we take 32 of these and a hammer, it will give us rammed shale earth. And my hammer broke. How dare you, sir? How very dare you. Right, I need... a rock. Now I could go back over there and get a rock, but there should be some rocks about somewhere. I only need 2. Because, you know, it's as quick to nap a new one as it is to faff around. Now I'll just do those. I don't really want to go too mad with it. Mind you, I suppose we do need... No, we can do another 32 as well. That's fine. There we go. So that gives us a mixture of blocks. Not a huge amount. We haven't got a vast variety. For all the blocks I've mined, I haven't kept that many. So what we're going to do is we are going to come along here. I don't have silk touch on anything, so I can't get the grass blocks, which I could do. We can. That is an objective of mine at some point, but right now I will settle for... Let's have a look. Man, that noise. We'll stick a block there. We can use these as lighting blocks, so that's fine. And we can pop that down there. God. Get rid of that, go and grab a... Oh man. Bit of glowstone. There we go. And we can at least then use the carpenter's blocks functions to give us a bit of light around the place. And then we shall come in with... Actually, I could use cobble, couldn't I? That'd be an idea. We'll stick a few bits of that down. If I can, in fact, if I can eliminate that, it'll give me some space, won't it? Like that. Right, grab a little bit of cobblestone, maybe actually even a bit of stone as well. In fact, you know what? Let us put those fence posts away for now. Let us jump in here and we'll grab a bit of shale cobble, a little bit of gabbro cobble. That dirt can go back. Have we got any? Take a little bit of firelight dirt, I suppose. And maybe, why is that in there? Maybe a bit of smooth gabbro to start off with. That'll kind of... So what we want is the good old varied path technique, where we kind of randomly, haphazardly throw a few blocks in and see how they look. You know, it's tried and tested. It is certainly a working technique. So we can come in like that. And what shall we throw in? I'm sure I'm going to throw a bit of ordinary dirt in because we can. So I'm going to take this up and we'll start working our way over towards the tree farm. Now, whether I get all the way before the paper's done, I don't know, but I'll get that done, be back in a second. Or I'll go so far, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so the path is coming along. We now have 64 cellulose fibres, which means I can go and grab some of those and we can do 8 and 4 to start off with. What have I got left? I should have more. Boop, boop. And I don't think I've got room for another boop. So again, we'll do that blob like so, and then let's not waste the capacity. We're going to be drying the stuff anyway, so let's do that. And I wish I knew what I could have sworn I had that somewhere. Ah, well, what can you do? Anyway, we have got a path. It's going up to here. I've got it this far, and now we're into the long run. However, we need to lay out some Jaffa cakes. Are those Jaffa cakes? No. Bourbon creams, maybe, for us Brits. I don't know what I mean, Oreos. A little bit not very dark for Oreos, are they? But there's some kind of sandwich biscuit, or you know, you might call it a cookie. We'd call it a biscuit because, you know, British and all of that stuff. So I'm just running down here with these. I have put these in to take normal dirt blocks, so, but I'm finding it easier just to run down. Oh, I did not mean to do that one, but it doesn't matter. And just take out all of the blocks I want, and then backfill. So, you know, got the space, so why not, eh? The time in this game, it goes nowhere. But this is really coming along quite nicely, so I'm going to get that finished, and then we'll see about the scythe once we've done that. So I'll be back once the Jaffa cakes, the bourbon creams, we'll stick with the original plan, it's a bourbon cream. Once they're done, I've actually gone through 4 bowls of food in the time it's taken me to do this, so not trivial. Anyways, yeah, let me get on. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, and that's it. The brick road made up of odds and sods of whatever I had, really. It is lit, so all the way down to here. We'll do more lighting up and stuff, but that was just a little thing it was mainly, well, it was purely to keep me busy while I was waiting for this, and I don't need to use anything special to do it, just my bare fists will do the trick nicely. So we'll grab our paper, then we can make our tool rod, and then we can actually start and have a look at this scythe and see just what we actually want to do with it. I also need to make some food because I'm completely out again, as is the case, always the case, I should say. But let us get rid of those, and stone blocks can go in there, rock can go in there, gravel can go away in there, dirt in there, and let's just pause for a second and just take that in, because that actually looks quite nice. It's just simple, nothing fancy about it. I've used the same technique over and over. It's a little bit more difficult with TerraFirmaCraft because, you know, certain blocks are harder and harder to get, but you know, that works. And is all good. So with that in mind, these guys, by the way, 96, 100%. Got a familiarized 100%, and that one will go next morning. So you can get 100%. Who knew? Well, presumably you guys did. I couldn't remember at this stage. I know with the pups, with the doggies, it's usually a little bit harder to achieve. Let's get some food going, shall we? And we are going to have to restock our food before we do any major excursions anyway, so I don't mind these wearing out. Probably need to get some cheese going actually as well. But for now, let's leave the night off. I'll be back in the morning. Alright, this morning I'm just having a sip on my drink. I'm partaking of a nice golden rum while I'm recording here. Just as a matter of interest, at the point I'm recording this, I'm coming into week 4 of lockdown. So I'm not quite completely batshit crazy yet, but getting there. At the time you're seeing this, it will actually be week 6 of lockdown, in the UK anyway, because obviously, you know, we need to lock ourselves down and get this sorted. What's happening elsewhere in the world, God only knows. It's a crazy, crazy world that we live in. There we go. And you are already familiarised. You excellent little cattle, you. So yeah, I hope everybody's coping with their respective countries' lockdowns and things. It's an amazing thing, you don't realise what you got until you ain't got it no more. And just the ability to pop out to the shops at the drop of a hat, you know. It's amazing how you miss it very, very quickly. Okay, so we've got a scythe. We're going to go with a paper tool binding. And we are going to go with 2 tool rods. So that will give me 4 modifiers. It will give me a massive durability. And it does 91.5 attack damage. That's still got a massive durability, but it has 5 modifiers. Now the question is, do I really need 5 modifiers on that? I honestly don't think I do. Now, if we go to here, we still have 4 modifiers, which is more than we need. I think we only really need mending. Let's go with that. I like that. That's a interesting scythe. Let us go and get some mending moss. Boop, no. Boop, there we go. One of them, a bit of that, some of that. Give that, pick up the knife, and let us apply that. And then let's go and try this out, because 91.5 hearts of damage should be more than enough to do that. It's got, wow, in fact, it's actually doing a 91. Oh right, 183. Yeah, half. And you can block with it. Let me just. B.I. Captain Hook. No, maybe not. Now, obviously, this has more than applications than just being a weapon. I think it will clear out large areas of leaves, which is interesting. I'm not going to collect those. Right, there's only one thing left to try out now then, and that is where's Trunky? Come here, Trunky. What you after? Oi! What did you just pick up? Rotten flesh. He loves his rotten flesh. He's a bit of a connoisseur of rotten flesh. He's getting quite choosy about what rotten flesh he'll eat. Good grief. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? I just want to get some lift so I can fly over to our mob farm area. Whee! There we go. And from there we should be able to get a little bit up, and that should... Hup, there we go. In fact, let's do from here. That'll give us a nice hup and get us flying over there. So yeah, that is the scythe. And we can probably even leave it in the mob farm because it's really there for reason. I really want to have a go at that guardian at some point, and I'm kind of paranoid about doing it because in the start of the last season of TerraFirmaCraft, before we switched mod packs, the guardians owned you. They just basically came in and went, "You're dead." And it was not fun. If I put you down now, you're going to eat that bow, aren't you? No, you can't. Okay. Have that. And get rid of the bow and down. Right, let's try this out, shall we? I'm going to wait till we've got a little stack, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, that should be a reasonable stack. Let's have a look. That works. Oh, one a venomous zombie. Okay, I didn't even know there was a special zombie in there. Did we get... Oh, an uncommon treasure. So, this guy has got 60, but... Yeah, as I say, most of the drops not overly useful. That potentially, maybe. In fact, we should take those and go. See. Oh, I can't remember the command now. It's gone. And of course, we've got. World edit installed. Oh, hello. Vampiric zombie. We'll have a bit of that and all. That got us a plain one and a head. Okay, I need to check that one out. But we got the coins, so we can get those. That's about the only thing that we would want, because we can use the coins to repair our armor. In fact, let me just very briefly double check that command, because I cannot remember it, and I'll be back in a second just to wrap up. Alright, yeah, so it's /coins stack. And we'll do the same again. And again. No, you need 100 coins make a silver, and /coins, oops, /coins repair with 50 silver, and it's basically the item next to it, but we haven't got 50 silver, so, you know. Largely secondary. Where's all my where's my mobs, huh? Come on, pull your finger out. So yeah, you need 50 silver coins, and then you can do coins repair. In fact, let me, if I just grab a silver coin there and bring that down, oops. Let's go there, /coins repair. And of course it does nothing because we haven't got 50. But that in theory should then configure and repair that. Now, to be honest, that's relatively cheap compared to these. Although all of these would be repairable. So the coins could be really valuable. I don't know whether they are affected by looting. There is there's no mention. So yeah, but we can farm with this all day and we get lots of nice stuff, so not a major problem. But on that note, I'm going to get a very quick screenshot for our, if I can do this without There we go, and bang, 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 even. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of farming. I will see you next episode, where I think we're going to break isolation and leave the base for a bit, although obviously it doesn't really matter. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.